Hello and welcome to another episode of Wheel of Horror, the podcast where two best friends spin a wheel every day in the month of October. It chooses the horror movie and they discuss it. Today we're talking about the 1941 film The Wolfman, which was directed by George Wagner. I'm your co-host Alec.
I'm Eric.
And this is another movie that I can't really think of without thinking Eric.
Oh, I like that. Thank you.
There's like The Wolfman, there's Halloween, pretty much Ernest. Yeah, there's a few movies that I'm like, those are Eric movies.
Eric movie. That's an Eric movie. White Chicks. Like White Chicks is up there.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
kidding.
for sure. So I guess I was going to ask you too, of all the Universal monsters, because we've been doing a few now,
Uh-huh.
if you had to choose, there's a gun to your fucking head, Eric.
Mm-hmm.
Which Universal monster do you choose?
I mean, the Wolfman, I think, would be my favorite. I mean, I'll give you my like quick order. Wolfman, Frankenstein, Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon, and then all the others come into play, like Mummy, Invisible Man, Bride of Frankenstein. But it would be like Wolfman, Frankenstein, Dracula, Creature from the Black Lagoon. Those are my top four. I'm not a huge Mummy fan. I mean, the Brendan Fraser one, like, come on, that's great. But the original Mummy, I'm like, it's kind of boring. I don't know.
Whoa, racist.
What? What? I like mummies. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really seen most of these until we've started doing the podcast, so I want to see Dracula still, but this one was cool. I like this one. I like how they're all short.
yeah, we have Dracula coming up. We're doing the Keanu Reeves one, right?
Yeah, we're doing the 92 Francis Ford Coppola one, so we'll get back to that 30s one though.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, Dracula's in this movie. Bela Lugosi, he plays Bela, the gypsy who first sees like the pentagram in the palm.
Yeah, I love how they don't even change his name. They're like, yeah, you just call him Bella. It's fine.
Bela,
Yeah,
Bela,
he's fine.
accent.
I know. Yeah. Well, so where is he from? He's Italian or?
Bela Lugosi, I think he's Eastern European. I don't know. I know some pretty cool trivia about him.
Oh, he's Hungarian.
The original Dracula. Hungarian, yeah, Eastern European. But what was I gonna say? Did you know Bela Lugosi was buried in his Dracula cape from the movies?
No, I didn't.
So somewhere like there's like a body in a casket and it's like a Dracula cape. It's like, all right,
Oh.
now I'm freaked out. Like,
I mean, that's kind of cool. It just so you know, he was married 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Vampires go through a lot of wives. So,
I guess so. And
yeah.
dude, I'm like, first of all, this is 5 divorces before 1960.
Oh,
this
dude,
is like,
dude, you want to talk divorces? Look at Mickey Rooney. Can you pull up Mickey Rooney real quick?
Zsa Zsa Gabor had 9 divorces, and yeah, she's also Hungarian. And so Bela Lugosi, wow, lot of wives, but yeah, dude, cool. All of these people have very striking faces, like Lon Chaney and Bela Lugosi, and who's the other big
Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff, yeah, dude, just such distinct faces.
Well, what's great about this is the legacy with Lon Chaney and Lon Chaney Jr. Lon Chaney. So I'll go really quickly into. There's an order of these movies coming out, and it's pretty much The Hunchback of Notre Dame from 1923, Phantom of the Opera 1925. Those both starred Lon Chaney, Lon Chaney Jr.'s father, the Wolfman's father. Then Dracula came out next, I believe, 1931. Frankenstein that same year, 1931, Boris Karloff. The Mummy, 1932, Boris Karloff. The Invisible Man, 1933. Bride of Frankenstein, 1935. The Wolfman, 1941. So this is like 20 years, like deep into the Marvel movies. We're in like phase 4 of Marvel right now. And Creature from the Black Lagoon, 1954, was pretty much the last big one in 1954. But like I just said, Marvel movies, these movies remind me of them. There's one pumping out, 2 in 1932, 1 in 1930, like they're just coming out, So
Right.
Very similar to how Marvel movies are looked at today. And also there's a lot of those like Frankenstein versus the Wolfman. It's kind of like they do all these spin-offs kind of thing. So it's like, I wonder how Marvel is going to be remembered 100 years later.
So what you're saying is basically we only have like another 18 years of Marvel until we can finally move on.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Sweet God, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're not a big Marvel guy. I love Marvel movies.
Well,
I watch all of them.
I'll just say this, because like I like Star Wars because I'm like, oh man, it's like we don't know when another one's. I mean, until Disney took over, it was kind of like,
Oh yeah.
oh, the lore of like there could be another one. Where Marvel, it's like every fucking other month, it's like, did you see Shang-Chi? Did you see Doctor Strange 7? Did you see? It's just like, no, I didn't see that. Where at least with these Universal ones, yeah, there were a few every year, but it wasn't like every month, dude.
Yeah, and, like, the shows, it's really tough to keep up, like
Yeah.
WandaVision and,
Oh my god, dude.
The Winter Soldier and Captain America, and, I mean, it's just, alright, I can't watch all of this. I know people that do. I try to watch all of it, like, I'm a big Guardians of the Galaxy fan. You wanna go like, it goes all over, like, there's Venom, Iron Man, Thor, Doctor Strange.
Dude, it's a full-time job. It's a full-time job watching all these fucking Marvel shows and movies.
I wanna see Eternals really badly. Well, point is, there's, movies like this, and pretty much none of these actors are around except for the one swimmer in Creature from the Black Lagoon who played the creature. I think he's the only one I can think of
Oh, yeah.
that's still from the Universal movies, that's still around, but also the legacy of Lon Chaney from the 1923 Hunchback of Notre Dame and the Phantom of the Opera 1925
Yeah.
to here we are with the Wolfman, his son, coming back as a Universal monster movie. I think that's so cool. So
Yeah,
cool.
it makes me think of that song, Werewolves of London, where it's like, "I saw Lon Chaney dancing with a queen." It's like,
Yeah.
"You know where," and then I saw Lon Chaney Jr. dancing with the queen."
Oh, yeah.
I was
Lon
like,
Chaney Jr. Yeah.
yeah, I was like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Two other things about Lon Chaney. He was also known as the man of a thousand faces. He had the most unique facial expressions, obviously with some makeup, but the guy was incredible. But also, he wasn't alive to see Lon Chaney Jr. play the Wolfman.
his dad wasn't. Oh, Lon
Yeah,
Chaney.
he passed away at 47 in 1930. The Wolfman
Uh,
came out in 1941. How did he pass away? Well, he had lung cancer. Oh, from artificial snow. I remember reading about that. So there was like artificial snow, and it's like bad shit,
oh,
and it
yeah.
got all in his throat, and he got infected. And filming a movie,
I think he got pneumonia, actually.
he had a throat hemorrhage and everything. Yeah,
Oh, god, dude.
dude, that's rough.
Yeah, because he was young. He wasn't that old.
Oh
That's
yeah,
damn.
47. That's way too young. But I remember we were in LA, and I was like, "Oh, man, I really wanna find Lon Chaney's Hollywood Star." I think that's the only one I really wanted to see.
Yeah.
Remember we were looking in LA?
Dude, I feel like I read something. My brain's all over the place, but I thought I read something about where he didn't want his name on his gravestone or something like that.
Yeah. What was that about? His burial resting place. It's unmarked, it's an unmarked crypt.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, so it's like Lon Chaney. Hold on, I just want to see this really quick because I feel like I looked this up yesterday, where his grave does not have a name on it, and I'm pretty sure that was him.
He does have an unmarked crypt,
Oh, I'm
though.
sorry. You're right. Yes, it is. Yeah, okay. Cheney's crypt has remained unmarked. Yeah, interesting. I wonder why. I wonder is like I don't want anybody to know.
I don't know.
Huh. Yeah, very strange. But yeah, man, it's I guess like getting into the movie a little bit. So it kind of starts off where we get Talbot, this young guy, he's like 35, and he's been away in America for 18 years. Completely lost his accent, which is interesting. And
Yeah. Well, it takes place in Wales, right? Isn't that where
oh, was it?
it's Wales, yeah, that's
Oh.
supposed to be. But, yeah, he still should have an accent.
Well, the dad does. Yeah.
Yes. In the 2010 remake, I believe he's an actor, and that's why, and I think this one he's, like, into computers and stuff, right? Or what does he say? Like, in technology.
Uh,
He builds things, that's why he built the telescope so quickly. So he's, like, really good at he's like, "I am so good at, like, controlling things with my hands," but, like, he can't control this Wolfman thing. But in 2010, he, like, went to be an actor, his brother just passed away. That's
yeah.
why he's coming home, and that's why he's coming home in this about his brother passing away.
Yeah, and the dad's just like, "Can we have a better relationship?" It's like, "You only come when there's like money involved," basically.
Yeah, it must be nice to be Larry Talbot, just rich. It's like, "Oh, there's Talbot Castle. Welcome home, Larry, and private driver driving you home."
Oh my god. Yeah, he's like, "I left home at 18 to pursue my dreams. Didn't work out. Now I'm coming home to take over the family business." It's like, "Oh,
Ah, must
that
be rough, Larry.
yeah."
Must be real rough.
And then his whole life is basically just him being like, "Oh, that girl's pretty. I'm gonna head over there and not take no for an answer."
Yeah, dude, it's, that telescope scene's a little like, that's a little creepy.
Dude,
That's a little creepy.
I'm
I'm happy she was dressed, you know?
the entire conversation after that is very strange to me. Like,
Well, he sees her put these earrings on, he's, like, spying on her through this window, and he's, like, in love. So he goes to the shop and just totally says, like, "Oh, I want these earrings," and it's like, "Okay, well, I was just wearing those, and that's really weird." It's very
yeah.
creepy.
The thing that makes it the most creepy is at the end where she's like, "I need to leave now," and he's like, "All right, I'll see you at 8 o'clock tonight then." She's like, "No," and he's like, "Okay, see you at 8."
Baby, it's cold outside, big time. A little forceful for sure.
But it just feels like back then it was so just like then all of a sudden like fluttery music plays and it's like doo 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 and the scene changes and you're just like, "Oh, he really likes her." It's like, dude, she's like, "Stay away from me." But
Well, I think that's part of the movie is that he does that, but he also portrays that he's a psychic. He's like, "Oh, I know this stuff because 'cause I'm a psychic." And I think as the viewer, not that he's being punished for that, but he deserves to be punished for saying that and doing what he just did.
uh so you think he's being punished for like impersonating a psychic or
Well, they go to see a psychic, and remember, all hell breaks loose from them. But he's portraying to I think her name's Gwen, that he's a psychic, played by Evelyn Ankers. She was one that lived a pretty long life. One of the only ones. She lived to about 1985, I think, from what I just saw. But yeah,
yeah.
a lot of these actors did not live long.
But so you think that this was almost like a punishment for lying in a way?
I think so. I think it's both like being a little forceful on Gwen and pretending to be a psychic. It's like, oh, you know what happens when you pretend to be a psychic? Bad things happen. So like besides that, he's a perfectly wholesome person.
Yeah, I mean, it's just creepy the way he was like being unbelievably forceful to this person who's just like, "No, I'm good. Like, please stay away from me."
But then all this hell breaks loose, and it's like, well, you shouldn't pretend to be a psychic. There's part of that to it, I
Yeah.
think, to the story.
Dude, I gotta say though, that gypsy woman, dude, the line that she said like 4 times throughout the movie.
Maleva, the poem.
Oh my god, I love that poem, dude. Like
The
that
way that you walk was stony through a fault of your own, but as the rain enters the soil, like, yeah,
yeah, the river enters the sea, so tears run to a predestined end. Now you have peace for eternity. And
yeah.
I'm like, because she says it 3 times, so you're like, that's gotta be important. And I just kinda like read it like intently, and I was like, damn, dude, this is like the ending of Blade Runner, where it's just like tears in the rain. Like, so
Blade Runner, yeah, dude. Well, there's also the even a man who's pure in heart and says his prayers by night may become a wolf when the wolfbane blooms and the autumn moon is bright.
right. I like that one, but I really like this one where it's basically like, you were cursed, it wasn't your fault, and now just like everything else.
And through no fault of your own, now you have peace.
Yeah, and it's just like the rain enters the soil, it's like the water goes into the sea, it's like nothing
It's a
matters.
beautiful poem.
Yeah.
Really pretty. But
I
yeah.
love that, dude. I thought that was, like, really good.
Yeah, but she definitely nails that, like delivers that line perfectly. Like the way you walked was thorny, like all old and stuff. Yeah, I just love it. I just love it.
She's also dead, Eric, just so you know.
Oh, really? Oh, wow,
Yeah.
didn't I thought she was still around.
Yeah,
How old was she when she passed
she
away?
was 73, so she made it pretty late, but, she was born in 1876 in Tula, Russian Empire.
She's
Like,
Russian. Yeah. Wow. Back when like that was like before the Soviet, before Russia. Like, geez.
yeah, she's really old, but
Wow.
yeah.
Like czars. Like she had czars back then.
Yeah, no, yeah, she's really old. Yeah, dude, the sets were really good. It felt like a real old, like, British town, I guess, but, like, Welsh or whatever. Did feel like that. They did a good job.
It had Frankenstein feel to it as
Yeah.
well, which I think brings back the universal monster feeling. But yeah, no, that they did a great job with that town. The nighttime feel of that town with the fog is awesome.
Mm.
I think the fog, I don't know how they did that. And like whenever I use a fog machine, it just goes all over the place. It never stays low to the ground like that.
Yeah, I know. I wonder how they did that because
That's probably like cool air or like very warm air keeping it down. But
yeah, and they're walking through the woods and yeah, you're right, it all does stay at the ground, so
yeah, I wonder how they did that because you you seem to use fog machines and it just like I can't see and everything smells like cotton candy now. Like
yeah, fog machines have gotta be very unhealthy for people to breathe.
no, they can't be. Right, are they?
I don't
I mean,
know.
if they are, I'm in deep trouble. I got stuck in the Lake Compounds Haunted Graveyard. There's like a tunnel where everyone's like, it's pitch black at the end of the tunnel, and it was just like people backed up. I think like someone fell or something, and I was in this tunnel just breathing fog machine, like so mmany people around me. I'm like, oh my god, when are we getting out of here? This is actually really scary.
Well, I mean, yeah. Dude, I didn't know
But
that, but
yeah,
yeah.
I definitely got my high dose of fog machine then, though.
But like, that smell, like, if you go to, like a laser tag place where it's like, "Ah, it
Laser tag place, yes.
always smells like fogs machines," kinda thing, you're like
Marshall, Marshall, Marshall.
yeah. But like, that smell, like, it's just very much like, this is like the walls have been painted with fog machine smell. and, like,
Yeah,
it
like
smells like
black
fog
light,
machine even when there's not fog machines running, so you're like, "This can't be good. Like, this can't be good for people."
black light fluorescent bulbs that are just like overheated.
Yeah, I guess, like, the one I mean, if I wanna pick apart, like, "Oh, it was old," but
It was old. It was old.
when he hits the dog, in the beginning when he's got his silver cane or whatever and he beats Bella to death or beat Bela,
Yeah, Bela.
come on, they coulda done something to not just have it be like
Well, you could barely see. It wasn't even a wolf man. It was a dog.
that's what I mean, it was so obvious that it was like a German Shepherd or something. So I was like,
So
"Come on."
Bela turned into a total wolf.
I guess, yeah, so I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know, that was
That was a little, yeah, no, I agree with that. That was like, why is Bela a wolf and Larry a wolf man?
right. Oh, the other thing I wanna ask you, and this is a guess, I did not look this up, but what do you think his feet are? Like, what do you think, like, they made that into, because it's not, like, his feet, like, they obviously put, like, something on it, but, like, I have a guess for what it is, but I wanna know what you think.
What was the one that's like not goat or elk? Whatever they used in Revenant, I'd have to say it would be that. What is it? What is it?
Well, no, 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 I'm guessing, I don't know, but
Oh, I have no idea. It'd have to be real fur, I'd imagine.
well, not even that, like, I mean, like, the way his foot looks, it looks like a woman's high heels that they broke the point off, and that's because like,
Huh.
dude, it looks like when he's walking, his feet look like a woman's high heel shoe, but, like, you break off that end part, and then it looks like he's kinda walking just with those, you know?
Oh, he definitely has like a lift to the back of his heel for sure.
Yeah, he walks so weird, it just looks super strange. I noticed it a lot throughout the movie, I was like, "Man, his feet are weird."
Yeah, I'm just thinking of like when they showed the transition of his feet too. I
Yeah,
thought you were talking that, but yeah, it is strange, and he's definitely has a heel like notch.
yeah.
Made a good point there.
Yeah, I just don't know. I didn't know if maybe you knew what I was guessing there.
I don't. I mean, I would love to read up about more of the makeup and stuff, but, yeah,
Mm.
the makeup in this is amazing for 1941, and I'll say this too, the 2010 Wolfman, not the greatest movie, a really good tribute to this, but the makeup in that movie is like, there's no better Wolfman.
Really? It wasn't CGI?
No, it was makeup. Well, it was CG, it was a mix, but makeup was used, and it's phenomenal.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, they with, Benicio del Toro, and he looks exactly like, Lon Chaney Jr.
Huh.
If you look at him, it's like, wow, he kinda looks like him.
Yeah, I never saw that one, so I didn't really
It's cool, it's cool. It takes a different angle, but it's, like, more old. It's not in the '40s, I think it's, like, in the 1800s too, so
yeah, 'cause I remember you seeing that and you I know
yeah, I saw that with Mike in theaters. We saw it together, and we're like, "Yeah, it was good. It was cool."
yeah. Well, so I wanna ask you this, though. Apparently, this is not the first werewolf movie.
Right, there's, American Werewolf in London, right?
So
Came
it's
out
called
first?
Werewolf of London,
Yeah,
and
yeah, not American Werewolf of London, yeah.
yeah, and actually yeah, so it came out in 1935. Because I was like, when does the werewolf mythology, like, really come into play? Like, is it actually lore that was written in, like, Eastern European stuff, or is it just a movie? Like, I don't know.
Lycanthropia, it was, like it's a real disease. Lycanthropy, I think it's called. And,
Right.
like, people had this disease where they thought they were turning into animals.
Yeah. You actually should check out there's a creep show episode in season 2, which is all about whatever. You know what I'm saying. And
Lycanthropy.
it
Lycanthropy.
it's not just about werewolves, it's about, like, all animals sort of thing. So it's like there are people that turn to werewolves, but there's also people that turn into turtles and people that turn into pigs and all this other stuff. And they do a pretty good it's like an AA meeting for people that turn
Huh.
into monsters like this. It's pretty cool.
What animal would you not wanna turn into?
Probably a turtle or something that has to be in water all the time.
Like, all mushy and like a mushy animal, like a
Like a
reptile, like,
like a
oh,
jellyfish, that would suck.
jellyfish just come back, it's like,
Just the whole time. Yeah, what about
yeah.
you?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it. I just wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a skunk. It's like, ugh,
Oh,
just
that's yeah.
or like a raccoon.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool one, the raccoon man. It's like, "Ah, I'm a raccoon." Like, what? Like, what is like, it's not even, it is still very vicious and terrible,
Oh,
but
South Park kinda did that.
oh, right, the coon and the keen.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, so I thought that was interesting. I was like, "Oh, I thought this was, like, the Wolfman," but there is one that came out, like, 6 years earlier. I guess Universal didn't do it. Oh, no, they did do it. Universal did do
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
that was a Universal film. Yeah, I didn't have
Oh.
that on my, like, my rundown of the order, but that one should be there. That one counts.
Yeah, so but they do, like, they know about what werewolves are, they know that Silver kills them in this movie, so I
Mhm,
was like,
mhm.
"Huh." They already have a pretty good, like, preconceived knowledge of what's going on.
Yeah, werewolves have been around, it's an ancient lore thing, yeah.
Yeah, I guess, but Silver, it's so like, "Oh, that's what kills them,
It's
interesting."
like mythology, like centaurs, like, then whatever.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Have you seen any of the sequels, though?
I've seen Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman, and I think Bela Lugosi plays Frankenstein in that one, and it was cool. It's like it's so weird how they do it. They like unfreeze Frankenstein and bring him back to life, and it's insane. It's insane.
I just love I'm looking at the poster, and it's just like Frankenstein meets the Wolfman, but they're
And
like
he's just choking each other.
yeah, and it's like, well,
They're not like handshaking meeting. They should be verses, but
yeah, we sat down for tea. It's like, "No, you guys fucked each other up." Like, look at this poster.
they do. They do in that movie too.
I
It's a
kinda
lot more a lot more action in that one for sure.
I would hope if you got 2
Dude,
monsters.
let's put it on the wheel. Let's put it on the wheel soon.
I mean, I kinda wanna see, like
Why not?
yeah, because like, when you think about, like, Godzilla versus, like, King Kong, like but the old ones, like, those are just 2 guys in suits, like, pushing each other. I kinda wanna see what these would look like because 'cause they're not
Yeah.
supposed to be giants, they're just supposed to be regular size, so it might be kinda cool.
The monsters messing each other up. I mean, that's pretty much it, like, throwing each other down the stairs, like, trying to light each other on fire.
Okay.
That's all it is, yeah.
Yeah, see, I'm down for that. I don't know. I guess the major difference it seems like between the Universal monster movies and almost like the Freddy, Jason, and Michael Myers is like all of these characters like don't really want to be doing what they're doing. You know,
Mhm,
it's almost like
mhm.
all reaction to things that are happening to them. Where it seems like Michael, Freddy, and Jason like, nah, we're here to fuck shit up. Like we want to kill people. We're out for revenge.
We're villains.
Yeah, where Wolfman, it's like this isn't really his fault, really, and Frankenstein's also like brought back from the dead and he's just made from pieces of other people. That's not really his fault. So
Not Dracula, though. Dracula's in there to kill some bitches.
yeah, I know. I gotta see the original Dracula, but you're
That
right.
one's great. Yeah, we should definitely put that on the wheel in, maybe next October even. It's
Yeah.
just so good. That one's a lot of fun, and that one has some great one-liners, like, "I never drink wine."
Oh. Hey, Dracula.
Yeah.
Recovery, dude. I get you. No.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's
I
great.
never drink wine, only seltzer water.
17 years sober.
But yeah, you know what I mean though, where it's like a creature from the Black Lagoon, same thing. Like he's like,
It's not his fault, he's
no,
protecting his lagoon.
I know. So it's like, but Jason's like, nah, nah, or like Michael Myers is like, I'm breaking out of asylums to kill people. Freddy's like, let's fuck people up in dreams.
Yeah, like, even Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, it's like, dude, it's not his fault. He did it to himself, but it's still out of his control. He's not like a slasher villain.
Right. So I think that was kind of interesting, like the turn in the 70s and 80s compared to the 30s and 40s and 50s, where it's like, hey, like they're bad guys, but like, you know,
They're
you
good
know,
guys.
wouldn't you do this too?
We feel bad for these characters. I
Yeah.
feel bad for the mummy. You didn't
Yeah.
want to be
Do
there. You didn't
you?
want to be in that situation. You didn't want to be back. You want to be back from the dead, all mummied.
I know. No.
You want
So
to be like, oh, my back really hurts, and I'm back. You brought me back to life. Like, why?
yeah.
Now I got to do all this stuff to kill everyone and go back to my mummy state.
Yeah. And the only place he would fit in is like Vegas,
I think it's so weird that they just like completely tore around like King Tut. Like he's been all over the world. Like the little kid, like Pharaoh.
They bring his corpse around?
Yeah, it's like a museum. It's like a moving museum. It's like, oh, King Tut's coming to Chicago. You can go see his dead body in a box. He's like all just there.
I
Like
did not know that.
kind of messed up.
That is
Listen to the Steve Martin song, King Tut. It's messed up. Imagine like 2,000 years, you die. And for some reason there's not a lot of bodies to be found, and you're buried in some place that's really cool. And they dig you up, and they're like, "Oh, let's go. We can make some money off of this. Let's go bring Alec around to let's bring him to New Orleans and have him like all these people and like kids like, what? Why are we here, Dad? I don't want to be here." And just all like they're all dry.
yeah, at this point, he probably just looks like a piece of beef jerky with, like, some jewelry
Oh
on it,
my
and
god.
and they're just, like,
Uh,
bringing him around, like,
oh yeah. Well, he has a lot of relics and treasures, King Tut.
hmm,
Must
yeah.
be nice. Even after death, dude, he's living a better life than me, King Tut.
Wow, wow. He was a king, yeah, I don't know, but so, I guess, like, to kinda wrap this movie up a little bit, did you have a favorite part, or is there like, what made you like this one as a kid more than the other ones?
Well, I have very, very vivid memories, and not to get sappy, but I used to watch this with my grandpa like almost every Halloween. The
Mm.
first time we watched it, he came down into the basement and helped me hang something, and he saw I had it on VHS, and we put it on and we watched it, and he was telling me he was like 6 years old when this movie came out, and he didn't see it at the time, but he remembers advertisements and being like really scared. But yeah. Yeah, no, I just love the fond memories of watching this with my grandpa. That's why this one's my favorite, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool too. The character's cool. Like he's looks scary, looks different. Dracula just kind of looks like a dude. Frankenstein kind of looks like
The Mummy's scary. That one's very scary.
yeah, the mummy definitely has a good look, and so does the creature from the Black Lagoon. But the Wolfman's look is very cool, very different than the other
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
But
The Invisible Man, he doesn't really look scary because he's invisible.
that is true, Eric. He is invisible. Well, this is a short movie, so maybe we'll keep it to a
Yeah, I'll keep this one short. I think we said what we wanted to say.
all right. Well, what do you say? Spin the wheel.
We shall. Let's do it. All right, Eric, spinning. All right, total pivot from this movie. Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors.
Hell yes.
Dude, so excited to talk about this one.
Yeah, this is a fantastic sequel.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Can't wait to talk about it.
Fucking life changing, dude.
I cannot wait.
Ah! All right. Well, we hope you all enjoyed our discussion on the Wolfman. We're definitely going to continue these Universal horror movie monsters as well. Like, maybe we'll finish all of them. Who knows?
Yeah, all of them, eventually.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys all tomorrow with Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, The Dream Warriors.